Ses 1 2 3 tamam. Devam edelim kaldığımız yerden. Şimdilik. Uçuş dersi vardı, bir de bu vardı. JPP'ne gidip bunları bir yapalım hemen. Ne portion'da? Bir Edurs, bir de Focus portion'da galiba.
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around. What can I do for you today? A wise decision. Thank you.
Şeyi aldık mı ya? Edurus Potion'u, Focus Potion'u kullanmam mı istiyor? Tekrar görev
I hope
yapalım.
to see you again.
Test myself while under the influence of both Maxima and Edurus Potion. You'd also like me to field test the Focus Potion. Tamam. I know to find the potion recipe. Tamam. Maxima and Edurus Potion. Field test the Focus Potion. Okay. Maxima ve Edurus.
A wise decision. Thank you.
Bir de ne var ne yoksa satayım ya, hazır gelmişken bak hiç unutmadan buraya kadar gelmişim. Sat hepsini abi.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Neredeydi ya bizim şey? Potion Classroom. Bulamadık. Wait for what abi? Bir yanık kokusu geliyor ama. Kasadan mı geliyor acaba? Bilmiyorum. Mutfakta bir şey yanmıyor. Ya bilgisayar kasasından geliyor ya da dışarıdan.
Revelio.
Bir wait diyelim, ne olacak merak ettim.
Hello there. Perhaps you can help me.
Not now abi, şu an bir yan görevde alamam. Sen ne yapıyorsun kız? Ocean Class neredeydi abi ya?
Oh, do shut. And then the werewolves join the goblins in the uprising.
Revelio.
And by the end, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was...
Ocean's Classroom. Sen niye sürekli burada oturuyorsun?
Revelio. Sir, why do I need to complete these tasks again?
Professor Weasley has asked that we all contribute extra time to help you catch up to your peers. And before I teach you to pulso, I must know that you are prepared to handle it.
Burası kilitli mi peki hala? Beni gerçekten tekrardan şeye göndereceksiniz yani. Neyse gidelim daha.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all.
Sen dur abi. Oo. Elimde yine. İşte bakmayı unuttuk şeyi ya. Ne gerektiriyor bunları yapmak? Neyse dur, ben adama bir şey yapalım. Dokunalım, belki orada gözüküyordur ne gerektirdiği. Respilerin bende gözüküyor olması
I
lazım mı
hope
ya?
to see you again. Farewell.
Tamam, bir tane flux ve steam istiyor. Tamam. Bunu yapabiliyorum. Bir tane flux ve steam. Ashwinder Mongrel. Tamam.
A wise decision. Thank you.
Flux ve sistemi buradan alamıyor muyuz?
I
Nereden
hope to see you
alabiliriz?
again. Farewell for
Botanik
now.
yerinde var mıdır flux ve sistem?
welcome. Come on in. Now, where was I? Right. Oh, yes. No one can say I don't keep it.
Tamam, senin görevin bu kapının dışında oturmak anladığım kadarıyla. Ben bunu yaparken ilerlemedin mi sen gerçekten? İnanılmaz. Yani farklı görevler yapabiliriz de. Şunu bir aradan çıkartalım. Bekleyeceğiz, yapacak bir şey yok. Siz ileri sararsınız burayı. Eğer izlerseniz. Ya bir dur 2 saniye be oğlum ya. Kim koydu abi senin taba? Ben koymadım.
Levioso. Excellent.
How are your assignments coming along?
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso. Let's see what you can do. Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander. You've got it now. If you'd like to practice, and I think you should, perhaps best not to go... Classmates about the halls. I suggest having a go at the enchanted books here.
Depulso!
Well done. I'm glad to see that you seem staunchly determined to master your spellcasting.
Ne işe yarıyor ki bu? Ben onu anlamadım. Tam Depulso da ne yani? The Banishing Charm. Depulso is a force spell that pushes enemies and objects. Tamam. Depulso ve şeyi aynı anda basarız abi. Açıyor ya. Sektiririz böyle.
Now, was it 2 pinches of Angelical?
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
I think it's Simon. I mistook a Snargle.
Who do you think will fall from their broom first?
Everybody grab a broom, and we shall get started. Mr. Clockton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Welcome.
Hello. The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely. As broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up! Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up!
Up!
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
Up!
Excellent.
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off.
Umarım okulda istediğim gibi gezebiliyorum
And
ya.
if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once.
Ya da okul dışında da olur.
Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care. The brooms are school property. I want them returned in one piece.
Niye işe yaramıyor abi? Basıyorum konsole. Tamam, space'le yükseliyormuş. Normalde basıyordum ama.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Good grip. Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view!
Kafamı düşeceğim sandım.
Hello. Nice day for a flight.
That wasn't too bad.
Güzel.
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a
Bir tık
first
daha
year.
hızlı olabilirmiş ama. Ve drift
Our
yeteneği falan
aquatic
olsa daha
resident
iyi.
likes to make an appearance once in a while.
Güzel. Böyle yerlerden geçmesi falan filan güzel. Birazcık normalde adım atamayacağımız yerlerden geçmek.
This is rather fun.
Oyunun atmosferik anlamda katması, atmosferik güzellik katması açısından güzel yani. Güzel bir görevmiş.
I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Gryffindor like you might be interested in a high-flying adventure?
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak. Follow me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever.
Elemanı göremedim.
Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Best hurry back. Looks like she's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here. And where have you two been? Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
Kesinlikle.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then?
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
Madam Kagawa, about what happened in class.
No need to discuss it further. Losing points for Gryffindor should serve as a deterrent against future escapades. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that I teach you a few additional spells, so please keep an eye out for an owl from me. You're also welcome to drop by any time with questions.
Pipine bir gidelim. Ne istiyormuş? Ben kendim yan görev almayacağım bu arada.
I've not forgotten about our library venture. How did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know a discreet place near there.
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
Hello, Mr. Pippin. You need help with a delivery?
Yes, I do. A capable student such as yourself should have no trouble making the trip to Cambridge. It's just south of Hogwarts.
What do you need delivered?
Fatima Lawang ordered a few invisibility potions. I used to go myself, but lately Fatima has taken to turning every visit into an argument. Constantly complaining about the quality of my stock. But how can I maintain excellence when she orders so often, giving me no time to brew? If you take this rather irritating task off my hands, I'd happily allow you to claim the delivery fee from Fatima.
I'd be happy to help with the delivery.
You've no idea how grateful I am, truly. Here are the invisibility potions she requested. Hopefully she won't give you too much trouble. She's a talented potioneer in her own right. I dare say I wouldn't mind having a look at her potion recipes one day. A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Keşke süpürge almadan önce bunları satın almasaydık şimdi. Aldıktan sonra aklıma geldi. 1950 metre uzakta. Önce şu süpürgeye bakalım.
Ah, new face. Wonderful.
Revelio. Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned. Thankfully, with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
You said disrupted trade routes caused you to close Spintwitches?
Terrible it's been. Trade routes reported as unusable. Evidently criminals were overtaking roads, threatening hamlets. I can fly safely almost anywhere, but you try flying with an inventory of brooms on your back. No easy feat. Right then, back to work. If a particular broom takes your fancy, just let me know.
Do you mind sharing more about your brooms?
I have a passion for them. Every detail of every model. Take Wind Wisps, well known for their quality ash handles. U-weavers are rare because some fear flying them, likely to do with the U-Wand's darker reputation. Then you have the Ember Dash, known for its handsome appearance. Working with brooms every day makes me practically giddy. It's one of many reasons I cherish running this shop.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around. Thank you.
What are we looking for today?
Paramızın yettiği bir şey. Buna yetmiyormuş.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Nice doing business with you. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Room of Requirement ve Dark Class mı? Tamam, bunları sonra yapacağız. Nerede abi bu Fatıma? Ebesinin nikahında. Şuradan yine gidebiliriz de şöyle yapalım, bir şeye gidelim. Bir flight test'e gidelim. Öyle yaparsak belki bize uçuş hakkı verir. Uçuş hakkımız olursa da çok daha rahat oyun oynarız. Çok güzel.
Hey you, Gryffindor.
Imelda Reyes? Albie Weeks sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
Seems someone's jealous of my skills on a broom.
Me? Slytherin Quidditch captain. Jealous of you? Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some
Bumbling
reason,
baboons?
now people think you're competition. Ugh, I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You're not even Slytherin. Could be a useless squib for all I know. Enough
Siktir
of this.
git.
Only one way to find out who's the better flyer. I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it.
I'll beat the shit out of you.
versus Gryffindor.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
Did it!
Eyvah.
Made it! Brilliant.
Güzel abi. Uçuş oyun başlarından beri olan en keyifli görevlerden birisi diyebilirim. Harry Potter atmosferik dünyasına fazlasıyla farklı ve bundan bir detay. Ve oyun içinde gerçekten eğlenceli olmuş. Bu konuda oyunu tebrik ediyorum. Yok et.
Good. I've got this.
Yok etti. 1 dakika fark attı. Kimmiş Bumbling Baboon gördük.
That's not... You must have cheated, you... Oh! Fine. You won.
Sus lan baboon.
Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
I don't want respect from the likes of you. All you do is insult people.
You and everyone else need to get a thicker skin. Anyway, I'm moving on to the next course. It's near Irondale and offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
Complete the tasks I've given you, and then meet me in my classroom to learn Defindo, the severing charm. It's typically used to cut an object, but can be a powerful weapon when needed.
I suspect Mr. Weeks will be glad to hear how I fared.
Yok ettim. Bumbling Baboon'u.
question any. Oh, you're back! With something to report, I hope?
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent, and it's wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me soon. How to address the issue of altitude as it relates to speed?
No fly zone'dayız şu an. Anladım.
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around. A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now. What can I do for you today? I hope to see you again.
Stench of Death. Evet.
Now. A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again.
Up to now.
İlginç. Güzel, oyunun map'i bayağı büyük.
This looks intriguing. These rocks have seen better days.
Şuradan Merlin challenge vardı, ondan şey yaptım. Güzel ya, bayağı keyifli oyun. Ya bir Harry Potter çılgını olsaydım şu an kafayı yemiş olabilirdim.
That Pippin should have been here by now.
Madam Luang, I have a delivery from J. Pippin's potions.
Sent a child to do his work for him, did he? Always cutting corners and taking the easy way out. Did he have you brew them for him as well? Doesn't matter.
You could probably do it better than he can anyway.
Why do you keep ordering from him if you think the quality to be inferior?
It would seem I have more and more customers who are trying to stay out of sight. I'm not one to judge. You can simply imagine the stress I'm under to deliver quality products. Unlike some vendors, I strive to keep my customers satisfied.
Here are the potions you requested.
You think it's so simple? I know Pippin is always trying to cheat his customers. Cutting corners to save some galleons for himself at the expense of quality. You'll not be getting a knut out of me until you prove the potion works. Drink it.
I'd rather not, but if you insist, so be it.
I do insist.
It seems...
Well,
If the demand for potions is as high as you say, have you considered being easier to work with? Perhaps...
Not a chance. That ne'er-do-well had his shop handed to him. The rest of us had to make our own. I'll not give him the benefit of my hard work and gumption.
Bu arada saat tıklayınca hızlı geçiyormuş şu an. Yanlış konu keşfettim de.
You mentioned that more and more customers are trying to stay out of sight.
Well, I can't speak for all of them, but certainly my ashwine. If I were you, I'd forget I...
Very well. I shall let Mr. Pippin know I...
You do that.
What do you have for sale?
What are we looking for today?
İstediğim şey sende yok. Senden hiçbir şey olmaz kadın. Ne malzeme satıyorsun, ne hiçbir şey satıyorsun, resipi de satmıyorsun. Hiçbir şey satmıyorsun. Hop TP
Always
açıldı.
been keen on Keenbridge. Hang on to your valuables. That's all I'll say.
Bunu açtık ama şimdi ne yapmamız gerekiyor? Fikrimiz yok.
Wonder who lives here. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Inferi must be struck with fire supposed to make the room other. Anladım abi.
Incendio. Compulso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Depulso. Incendio. Accio.
Oğlum ne oluyor lan?
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Depulso. Incendio. Accio.
Nereye kadar peki?
Incendio. Revelio.
Ya bu Merlin'in şeyini açtık quest'ini de hiç bana mısın demiyor. Şu gülleyi oradaki boşluğa götüreceğiz. Bu muymuş yani Merlin quest'i? Okey abi yapalım. Gel.
Accio. Depulso. Accio.
Ya hey Allah'ım. İyi tamam şuradan geçireceğiz. Tamam. Gel.
Depulso. Accio.
Var mı şurada bir yerde boşluk falan? Var. İyi gel.
Depulso. Accio.
Gelsene oğlum.
Levioso. Depulso. Accio.
Bana bunu yapıyorsun ya.
Depulso.
Evet, var olsun. Gelsen oğlum.
Depulso. Accio.
Ya bizi uğraştıran şeye bakar mısın ya? Hadi oğlum hadi ha. Aferin. Hadi. Hadi koçum. Hadi. Hadi. Sakın suya düşme, şimdi şurası kırılır mı? Suya falan düşer.
Depulso.
Tamam mı?
Accio. Ireland itself would be proud.
La la la la la.
Imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Flu powder. Give me some. Give me some flu powder.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all.
I delivered the potions to Fatima Lawang.
Very good. And did she cause you any trouble?
I can see why you didn't want to go. She was quite cantankerous.
I do truly appreciate your help. And at least it's done with.
Delivering those potions was a bit more work than I'd expected. I'd like an additional fee.
I suppose that's business for you. Very well, I shall increase your pay, but I'm not at all pleased about it.
Best of luck with your potions, Mr. Pippin.
Do take care.
Hani abi ekstra ödeme nerede? Ekstra ödememiz lazım. Hı, 500 geldi. Aferin. Aferin. Şimdi bana Thunder Brew Potion ver.
In the market for potions, are we?
Ya, bedavaya satıyor sanki. Eşek. Fatima haklıydı.
Wise decision. Thank you.
Hemen şöyle yapıyoruz. Thunder Brew Potion'la birilerinin canını yakayım.
Expelliarmus. Accio. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Accio. Incendio.
Bu ne abi?
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage... Again, to practice here in the classroom, for your sake and that of everyone else.
Professor Sharp, do you have a moment?
Depends on how you intend to use it.
I saw an aura badge on your desk and was wondering if you could tell me more about your time as an aura.
Observant. I suppose I could indulge you for a moment. Spent years tracking down reprobates who dealt in artifacts of dark magic origin.
That seems a bit more dangerous than teaching potions.
Often, yes. Though I've seen some remarkably creative concoctions brewed in my class. I enjoyed a great deal of success as an aura. However, success can make one complacent if one's confidence is not tempered by humility. One overstep in battle changed everything.
May I ask what happened?
Yes, well, I suppose it's a matter of record. My partner and I had tracked a suspect to a harbor in Scarborough, trying to smuggle shrunken heads of all things. I had deduced that he was working alone. I was mistaken, and they knew we were coming. From the moment we stepped onto the ship, well, I barely escaped with my life. My partner wasn't so lucky.
I suppose being an aura is dreadfully dangerous. I'm sorry.
It is that. But survival is not guaranteed for any of us. Pay attention. And not just within my class. This is what I must impress upon you all. A potion and a poison may be a mere breath apart, until you consume the wrong one.
Well said, Professor.
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
Conjuring spell. Up we go.
Oi, can you help me?
No, I can't. Okuldaki bütün kedileri sevince ne oluyor acaba? Okuldaki diyorum, oyundaki.
Leviosa.
Professor Weasley.
Professor Weasley. Korktun mu? Hı?
Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Remove requirements for a selected few. Açıl susam açıl.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away. Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs.
Defender.
Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf?
Revelio.
Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Dear, can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Revelio. Revelio.
Lumos.
Accio. Revelio. Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Sombrero. Revelio. Revelio.
Oğlum şurada yansıma falan var. Oyun bayağı iyi bu arada.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? Revelio. What was that? Was that a golden stitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Accio. Revelio. Accio.
What the fuck?
Accio.
Nasıl yapacağız? Nedir buranın taktiği? Arkadan falan geçiş var mı?
Accio.
Okey abi.
Revelio. I hope that house elf can find us in here.
Lan elf.
Yikes! Careful! Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deek will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deek, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deek was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deek was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deek is honored to meet you.
Deek has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deek. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deek, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deep-seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
Room of Requirements hakkında en sevdiğim şeylerden birisi de son filmlerde Draco ve ekibinin Harry Potter'ı kovalarken alev alıyor falan ya, o sahneleri bayağı seviyorum. Ya filmdeki o kısım bayağı güzeldi bence, ben öyle düşünüyorum.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
Revelio.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in
Güzel.
class.
Burası kısacası benim her şeyi yaptığım base'im olacak gibi bir şey. Nerede conjuring spell? Gel. Ne diyor? Bir dakika, şurada ne diyor onu anlamadım. Güzel. Ne budget'i tam olarak? Tamam abi. Yok, yapmıyor. Bunlar sadece görüntü, okey ya. What the fuck. Sadece appearance bunlar yani. Ben de bir şey sandım.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds.
Oğlum sana bir şey diyeyim mi? Gerçekten Harry Potter hayranı olan, böyle çok beğenen, çok seven birisi için mükemmel bir oyun.
Do not underestimate his insights.
Can you tell me a bit more about Deke?
He's been at Hogwarts longer than I have, and seems to know its every nook, cranny, and secret. We discovered this room together when I was a student. Deke has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deke tell you more when he's ready, but again, you would be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
Can I use this type of transfiguration magic outside?
Pardon, çok pardon.
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement. Return to me once you've gathered enough.
I have them.
Good. You can conjure more than potions and herbology. Conjuration can be used to decorate. Why don't you try it on the wall?
Yamuk yumuk dolduralım zaten. Hogwarts dediğin öyle olur abi. Burayı mavi yaptık böyle.
Good work. Shall we move on?
Ya aslında amacım mavi yapmak değildi ama maviyle başladık diye hiç düzeltmekle de uğraşmadım bu arada.
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell. Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize it.
Disable snapping ne ya?
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience?
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Tam da istediğim şey değil.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learned a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
Wow.
An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting.
Dumbledore arması için
If you'd
tabii
like
ki
to
de daha çok
customize
yer
the
lazım.
space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
Ne vardı ya burada? Sanki bu vardı. Şimdi. Bir tek bu kaldı. Tuvalet arasından sonra bunu yaparım. Bunu yaptıktan sonra bir bölüm arası verir. Sonra yeni gelen görevleri yeni bölümde yaparım. Şimdi bir tuvalet arası. Hadi bakalım. Şimdi burası ne olarak gözüküyor peki bizde? Hadi gidelim.
Over here.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course.
Aynen öyle.
Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft.
Revelio.
We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone, but he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the Blasting Curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
It sounds like a dangerous spell.
You sound like Ominous. He frowns upon using forbidden spells. Although he did enjoy learning this one. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic, but you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here.
Bence
It may
Avada
take a
Kedavra
while to
tarzı
get the feel
büyüleri bize bu
for
çocuk
it.
öğretecek.
Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out?
Stick.
Best to keep the undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo cast travels a bit farther than that of a spell like Incendio.
Confringo!
Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
That's it.
I think I've got
Well
it.
done.
Lumos. I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. Might it have something to do with Victor Rookwood? He didn't mistake you for someone else at all in Hogsmeade, did he?
Nothing gets past you. I'll tell you what I can. Rookwood and Ranrock are trying to recover something they think I took from a vault in Gringotts.
Gringotts? When were you there?
Professor Fig and I wound up there after the dragon attack. There was this port key that...
A port key? To Gringotts?
Well, it's all a bit convoluted.
I'm listening.
Dur. Geleceğim. Çok sağlam yağmur yağıyor. Şimdi gerçeği bu çocuğa söyleyip söylememek. Çocuk bize kimseye söylemediği şeyleri söyledi. Biz de ona söyleyelim. İçsin.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting to say, but it wasn't that.
Gerçi biz şeyle konuşmuş muyduk?
What does that
Şu
even mean?
Rock
Honestly, I'm not
kimseye
entirely
söylemeyeceğiz
certain.
falan tarzında.
All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us.
And you better keep that skit.
When I head to
between us.
Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Ben şeyi hatırlamıyorum. Bu gizli odada konuştuğumuz büyücü var ya, işte ilk şey. Traces of Ancient Magic'i takip edebilen eleman.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
Trust me, Ominous. I won't say a word. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
No, Sebastian. No. Tap over what map chamber.
Come and see me as soon as you can. I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the Ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
Revelio.
Şimdi. Use Venomous Tentacle yaptık. Use Mandrake Multiple Simultaneously. Dibimizde olsa gerek. Şöyle bir kontrol edelim. Yani. Ama önce side quest'ler. Tamam, var bizde Mandrake on multiple enemies. Şimdi bizde Mandrake var mı? Dogweed and Deathcap mi? hapşuracağım. Ah. Hep beraber.
Revelio.
You're not here for a knot raspberry. It's a pastime with
Such a wee bairn gieing a thrashing to a troll. Oh, I can't believe it.
Well, what say we show you some of what's available?
Abi benim gibi birisinin nasıl parası bitti ya?
But your things will be safe with me till they're sold. Then you'll have to make do with money.
Oh, wow.
Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon. Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Böyle fena değil ya. Bir süre böyle gezebiliriz. Şurada birkaç kişiye karşı kullanayım da.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Incendio.
Şimdi şöyle yapacağız.
Assignment's all finished.
Confringo!
Professor, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a Wigan tree.
Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvelous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
Fair bit of bad luck there, I'd say.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your Wigan trees.
How nice to
Abi,
see you, my young friend.
kaç kere basmam lazım? Hadi ya. Tamam F. Hadi abi. Maskeyi de çıkartmayı unuttum ya. Çıkartma dedim, görünüşünü ya.
How wonderful to see you again.
Biraz da gözlüksüz takılalım. Lens taktığımda oluyor sonuçta.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
F ve Q'ya da ne kadar saçma tuşlarmış ya.
Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates out for you in the next room.
Ya şöyle Levioso ile Wingardium Leviosa'nın farkı ne peki abi?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Evet, C'ye bastım. F ve Q'ydi değil mi? F'leri bir dakika. Tamam. Okay.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Nearly Headless Nick asked me to get some rotten roast beef from the kitchens.
Rotten roast beef?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. But then, we took the roast beef to Sir Podmore of the Headless Hunt, and...
You met the Headless Hunt? That must have been interesting, to say the...
Yes. And then I had to find Richard Jackdaw's head in the pumpkins so that he'd tell me about how he died.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us
Bu
all
adam
this time.
hain çıkarsa ilginç olur. Sanmıyorum hain çıkacağını. Sonuçta eşi bu yolda ölmüş falan filan ama yine de ona rağmen çıkarsa ilginç olur.
This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Çok ileri gitmiyor ama. Neyse.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
Gringotts'takinde hangisini vardı?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the port key, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces. Traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
I don't think I have. Perhaps your young friend is not as well traveled as you think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
Main quest complete.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
Şimdi. Professor Gallic wants me to field test Chinese chomping cabbage, a mandrake, and a venomous tentacle all at once. She also wants me to grow and harvest flax wheat plant. Yaptık ya bunu zaten abi. Yapmadık mı? Should I need any seeds or plants? Bir de para yok artık. Paramız yok.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Tamam, şimdi şöyle yapalım. Bunu işte sonra şunu döndüğümüzde yapar. Bu ikisini yaptıktan sonra da profesyonel ile şey yaparız. Önce şunda başlarız. Şimdi ara vakti. 2 saat falan oldu zaten. Az önce bakmıştım. 2 saat 22 dakika olmuş. Bir ara verelim. Sonrasında da 2 yan görev ve sonrasında onu takip edecek ana görevimize devam ederiz. Güzeldi. Quidditch kısmı falan bayağı keyifliydi bence. Güzeldi yani, böyle atmosferik şeyleri seviyorum. Sağa sola görmeyi falan. Umarım siz de keyif almışsınızdır. Devam edeceğiz.